Hello and welcome to my Interpersonal Communications class video project. My name is Robert Harris and I will be covering Fighting, a section from Chapter 8, Relationship Maintenance. Conflicts arise when a person is feeling frustrated, irritable, or depressed because of some event that may or may not be related to the person with whom he or she is arguing with. This emotional state simply spills over onto the person at hand, and topics of fiction are manufactured, even though these topics will be relatively unimportant on another occasion. Any of these topics may be a source of superficial or serious disagreement, depending upon whether it is linked to the basic values of the participants. Couples often fight about seemingly little things, but when such fights persist, it is often a sign that these little things are linked to important values. Couples could fight about things, for example, it could be about paying bills, it could be about physical intimacy, it could be about in laws or extended family, it can be as simple as helping out around the house, or as simple as how you spend your free time. Power and intimacy are examples of topics that represent core values associated with relationship, and in conflict, these areas have been found to be frequent and damaging. It is also important to recognize that there is no objective way to classify certain topics as little things. If somebody thinks some topic is really important, then it is to them and probably to the relationship as well. Participants in constructive conflict are aware that issues are in process, that the end of any given argument or confrontation does not neatly wrap up the issue forever. Forgiveness, on the other hand, requires the acknowledgement of a behavior perceived by at least one person to be damaging to himself or herself or to the relationship. Apologies, like any other communication behavior, are effective to the extent that they get the response that the communicator wants. Effective apologies acknowledge the specific offense and explain what happened, but do not emphasize excuses for their behavior. Effective apologies also are unhurried. The apology may serve only as a prelude to a longer discussion. Also, effective apologies offer to make amends and or make promises for change in the future. However, apologies, like any other communication behavior, can be overdone. Apologizing too often will eventually reduce its impact and effectiveness. Not apologizing enough may deprive a relationship of an important form of healing. So, to review Chapter 8, Relationship Maintenance, as regards to fighting, conflicts arise when a person is feeling frustrated, irritable, or depressed due to some event. Couples often fight about the little things, but when such fights persist, it is often a sign that these little things are linked to more important values, and apologies, like any communication behavior, are effective to the extent that they get the response that the communicator wants. If I only learned one thing in studying interpersonal communication this semester that I have already applied in my own communication with others, would be relationship maintenance. That subject in particular taught me different and effective ways to maintain functioning relationships at the desired level, as well as counter all other forces that may contribute to the undesirable changes in the relationship.